Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. In today's video, I have a short pattern review for the Aeroplane bag by Sew Sweetness, as well as a quick tutorial for using continuous zipper tape in bags. All right, so I made the Aeroplane bag by Sew Sweetness because I needed a weekend getaway type bag that I can take with me to the island. And because when we go to the island, we have to take a boat and I have to carry the bag. There's nowhere for like a roller bag to go. Yeah, I need that kind of bag to go to the island. About 5 years ago, I made the Aeroplane bag by Sew Sweetness. And that was early on in my bag making adventures. That was probably one of my first bags, actually. And so I used the supplies I had on hand. The bag was very floppy. I didn't use like super good thread for bag making. So now, 5 or 6 years later, the straps are coming undone. The bag is filthy dirty. And yeah, it's falling apart. So I decided to make myself a new bag this year. And I figured I would do a quick pattern review to let you know my thoughts now that I've made the bag again 5 years later, that I think my skills are a lot better. I have a really good sewing machine. I have all of the equipment I need. So did it go better making this bag now than it did 5 years ago? Now the Aeroplane bag pattern comes in 2 sizes, what she calls the long version of the bag and the regular version. They both require very, very similar fabrics. So you need a fabric for the top of the exterior, a fabric for the bottom of the exterior, a lining fabric, some fabric for the inside pockets, for the straps, and then you need a few different interfacings. So you need some foam, some very stiff interfacing, and then some, I would say, medium weight interfacing to give your body a little bit of body, or your bag a little bit of body, I should say. And then you need a sewing machine that is going to be able to sew through very thick seam allowances. So when you factor in the foam, when you factor in interfacing, and then multiple layers of fabric, yeah, those seams were a little thick, and I have to confess that I was going a little too quick making my bag this time around, and I broke a needle. And I've got a Juki semi-industrial machine that can sew through pretty much anything, and I still broke a needle. So keep that in mind if you want to make this bag. Skill level required, I would say confident beginner intermediate, just because, and let me grab my bag. So there it is. It's not full, I didn't stuff it with anything, and it's a little bit floppy because I didn't have any of the really stiff interfacing that is called for the bottom of the bag. What I thought I will do when I take this away for the weekend is put something rigid at the bottom, and it's going to be just fine. So you've got the straps, you've got darts here, you've got a zipper inserted at the top, and then the interior has 2 zipper pockets with, are these called recess zippers? Yeah, so there you go. And then you've got the lining here. So these zippers on the inside pockets are not super difficult, but they are a little more of an advanced technique. And I searched for a video tutorial from Sarah because she has a lot of video tutorials for her bags, but I couldn't find one for the Aeroplane when I searched for one. And the instructions in the pattern are The words are very, very clear, but she uses photographs in the pattern instructions, and she uses a very busy print for the exterior of her bag. And the photos she took are not nearly close enough to the details for you to be able to understand what she wants you to do. So, for example, the zipper at the top, the instructions are very confused. I found them very confusing. So I did what I thought she wanted us to do, but it's not the neatest finish. Yeah, and the other side is really not much better. So she says to line the zipper up with the raw edge of the exterior of the bag, but when you get to the end of the zipper, to angle it slightly off the fabric, which is what I did, but it doesn't look great. So maybe, who knows, maybe I did it wrong. I mean, it's fine. The zipper works. It's solid in there, and it looks really, really good. Like everywhere I did my top stitching, it just doesn't look the neatest at the ends. So yeah, so the fabric I used a faux leather for the bottom of the bag up to here. This is a quilting cotton. I used this a quilting cotton in the same range for the inside, but in a white color, as you saw before. And then because I used white on the inside and my teal print has some white in it, I decided to go with the white zipper tape and some rose gold hardware in the shape of a paw print, which if you've been around for a while, you know I have 2 cats. So I thought this was kind of appropriate for my bag. So those are the different options, the different material you'll need, and then the skill level, and yeah, my review of the pattern. Now, did this go easier this time than last time? It really did. I mean, in my last bag, I messed up so badly on the zipper pocket that the other side of the bag doesn't even have a zipper. I just did a pocket, an open pocket, which is very annoying because stuff keeps falling out of it. So I guess my skills are better now, and I was able to do both pockets with the zipper without any issues whatsoever. Those came together really, really well. So yeah, but I remember 5 years ago struggling with the insertion of that zipper at the top, like finishing the ends properly. So I don't know how else we could finish that zipper, but there has to be a better way, basically, are my thoughts. So overall, I'm super happy with my bag. I'm gonna take it to the island with me. The straps, oh, that's one thing. When I made this bag last time, I ran out of interfacing, and I didn't think it was that important to have interfacing in your straps. So my straps are very, very floppy, and they fold and they hurt your hands because they get very, very thin when you carry your bag. So these are much better. These are interfaced, and yeah, much, much better. All right. When I was inserting the zipper, because here's the thing, I used continuous zipper tape for all 3 of my zippers on this bag. I love using continuous zipper tape, and here's why. You don't need to have a stash full of zippers in different lengths. All you need to do is to buy continuous zipper tape and then cut it to the size you need. So with one package of tape, I did all 3 of these, and I have a considerable length of zipper tape left. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely love using zipper tape. Now, the zipper tape that I've seen come in 2 types of packages. So this is one that I got about a year ago off of Amazon. So it's got the tape on a roll, but it's also got the zipper pulls all attached. So basically you just bring one zipper pull to one end, move the other ones out of the way, cut the length you need, and your zipper pull is already on the tape, which is kind of cool, and your zipper is just ready to install. Other zipper tapes I have are packaged like this. So this is a Sally Tomato zipper tape. So it's got the zipper tape in here and then the zipper pulls at the bottom. So you have to learn how to add these to your zipper tape, and then you cut your zipper to the appropriate length. So 2 ways to buy. The Sally Tomato zipper tape comes in loads of different colors, different finishes for the coils, different pulls. You can have a lot of fun with these. So highly recommend the Sally Tomato zipper tape. And here's the one I used on the bag. So it's white with the kind of like rose gold coils. And yeah, I have all of this left after making my bag. So this is going to be good for at least 1 other bag, maybe even 2. So I'm going to cut over to my very quick tutorial showing you how to put the pull onto your zipper. I have a couple of neat tips and tricks there that I learned over the years. So I put that in my little tutorial, and then I'll cut back to me to wrap things up. There we go. I have the lining of my bag where I'm going to be inserting a zipper here. I've got my zipper tape. I went with white and like gold colored coils. And I'm going to go with these cute, like they're like paws. Like cat paws or dog paws. Let me get one out so you can see it. There you go. How cute is that? So that's going to be my zipper pulls. I have 3 of them and I need 3 for the bag. So there you go. All right. Now your continuous zipper tape, when you first buy it, the 2 ends look like this, right? So it's easier to insert your zipper pull on this end, like this, the uncut end, every time. So once you start using your zipper tape, like I've used this before, this end doesn't have these, so I'm still gonna put my pull on this end and then slide it all the way down to keep this one for each new zipper I create. So when you have these, you take your zipper pull and then you basically line up these 2 things here into the zipper pull, trying to insert them basically at the same, like what's the same distance or at the same place, so that your zipper stays nice and even. So see, my zipper pull is on, and at the end here, everything's even. So I'm gonna take my thumb, hold on to this here, and then pull on the zipper. There we go. There we go. And boom, my zipper pull is on. Now I'm going to make it travel all the way to the other end. And now I need, I'd say about this much. I need about 13 inches. So I'm going to cut my zipper a touch longer than the hole. There we go. So I've cut this off. So now I have one cut end, but I still have my end with these two things on them. Very important. Will make it super easy for me to prepare my other length of zipper when I need it. And then you proceed with this as you would any other zipper in this type of pocket. And there you go. Hopefully you found that little tutorial helpful. As always, if you have questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below or send me an email message. My email address is always in the description box of my videos. So there you go, a brand new aeroplane bag that hopefully will serve me for many, many years to come. I absolutely love the color in this bag. I love the faux leather. Yeah, this stuff sounds and looks intimidating, but it is really easy to sew with. All you need to remember is don't use pins, because faux leather is not very forgiving once you've poked holes into it. And do not put your hot iron on faux leather. It will melt. So make sure you are very, very careful with your iron, and use clips instead of pins whenever you need to pin together faux leather and other types of fabric. So those are my top tips when working with faux leather. All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever made this bag, or if you now intend to make this bag. I would love to know. Thanks for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.